What's up, gamers? We're back with another WWE Immortals video, and today we're going to talk about the best characters in the game, all the gold characters, and we're going to do tips and tricks with Blind. What's up, Blind?
How's it going, guys?
Yeah, Blind has got a new channel where he pretty much only does WWE Immortals, and the link to his channel is in the description. He's got some favorite characters. I got some favorite characters. We've got some different tips. I've got different ones that I like. He's got different ones that he likes, and he has a little bit of different play style. So you're going to get a well-rounded view of what the best characters are and how to play them. All right, let's start at the beginning. Let's look at the big shows. And I got to tell you, I like the big shows. I think they're really annoying when you go in the arena and you come in against the dual big shows. But as far as playing them, I really don't like playing them. They're just kind of hard to play. They're very clunky. I pretty much just use them as healers. What do you think about the big shows?
Yeah, I agree. They're definitely a healer card. They have somewhat good damage. Their health is super high. I play with Lumberjack Big Show. I get him at the packs. I have him Legendary 7, level 39. I was playing, I would say, about 2 hours ago, and I discovered something.
What's that?
His heavy attacks are unblockable, no matter what.
Really?
Like, if you give one swipe, he gives a kick, and if you don't go into the combo, if you like the Triple H combo almost.
Talking about like a staggered heavy swipe where you just kind of pause and only do the first part of the attack?
Yes, exactly. I noticed the computer, they'll throw up the block, but he just breaks through it. They just get hit, and it's ridiculous. The only time they ever escape that, I would say, would be when they throw their signatures.
So if they don't have a signature loaded, you pretty much can just plow through them.
Yeah, I just discovered that like an hour ago. It's pretty crazy. I knew Big Show had to be good. You know, he's really common, just like Roman Reigns, but we'll get into that later.
The thing I will say about it is the Lumberjack Big Show is common, and there's a couple cards that are really common in the packs, like Big Show, No, Daniel Bryan, Necromancer, Trish Stratus, and Roman Reigns seem to be the most popular ones. And the Enlightened Big Show is just awesome. I mean, healing. And we talked about this earlier, that Tranquility ability. It says it's 1% for 6 seconds, but it seems to be like 3 times that at least.
I say it's like 6% for 6 seconds. I don't think that 1% is right. I'm guessing it's 1% of your team's health because, you know, Big Show max is 70 grand. 1% of that, it's not. I'm pretty sure.
I think it's a must-have card. I mean, like when I play with a striker, a healer, and then some sort of accessory that does some special tricks. And Big Show is just like my go-to healer because he's got high health. I just don't like attacking with him, but I might change my mind about that if that heavy thing. I'm going to look into that. All right, let's go to Bray Wyatt now. I thought this Bray Wyatt card was like broken when it came out. I was like, this is going to be the best card ever. Going to be better than Paige, better than all of them. But I don't like him as much as I did like the day that he came out. When I see him up against in the arena, it seems like he dies really easy. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't played him enough. I do the tap, 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 swipe. They get stunned. And then I let him walk up to him. And then I keep doing it if it'll keep going. What do you think about the Bray Wyatt?
I like Bray Wyatt, to tell you the truth. I wish I had him maxed out. He has pretty good combos. He does a good heavy swipe, stagger heavy swipe, like Triple H. Not as reliable as Triple H, but it's pretty fast. You get a good amount of strikes in. He does the super combo really well, which is a swipe, tap, tap, tap swipe. And with that stun, you could just start it over and over. But like you said, you got to let him walk up to the guy before you start your combo over.
Okay, so instead of just doing tap, 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 swipe, you'll do a swipe and then go into taps?
Yeah, exactly.
Swipe, tap, tap, tap. I got to try that too. I kind of find when I play the game, I get into like this autopilot mode and I get reluctant to try new things.
Yeah, see, that's what I like about games like this. Day in, day out, tap, tap, tap it. But I know they have to have some variation to the game. So I like to discover new ways, different patterns to swipe and tap. And usually it works out for the best.
Yeah, and at the end of the video, we'll definitely go over our top 3 best choices and top 3 cards that we want. And I know one of my favorite cards is coming up right here, and that's the Cyborg Brock Lesnar. I think almost everybody likes this card. I mean, I don't have any complaints about him other than his second special seems to not do enough damage, but the tap, 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 no swipe, he just seems so good. When you're in that mode, you don't take any damage, you're building energy, and the computer just dies. I love him.
Yeah, I agree with you. I say Brock Lesnar is definitely one of the top characters. I actually have him upgraded to where his second supposedly does 29,000 damage. Like, I slowed it down with my editing, and I only got 25 grand from his second signature.
I think the Trish Stratus second is like that too, where it says like some really high number and it doesn't do it what it says.
Yeah, see, I would like them to fix stuff like that and like maybe like that Kane glitch.
Now, it's funny, we talked about this earlier, that the Daniel Bryans, and there's two of them, and they're both very good cards. Evolved has got that really cool thing, not quite as good as John Cena. It ramps up in power. Unfortunately, it goes away if you tap out. But everybody seems to be super excited about the no, no, no Daniel Bryan, like it's super high damage and all that stuff. I don't get it.
I don't get it either, I'll tell you that. I honestly don't really care much for the no, no, no Daniel Bryan. I would probably rather have Evolved Daniel Bryan any day.
Maybe I need to get him up to the 7 and try him out some more. I'm going to be pretty excited when I get my next one and my next one, but I don't know. Maybe there's something I don't get about it. I know his second special does huge amounts of damage, and I'm nowhere near getting him maxed out.
I just don't like the range he has for his attacks. Like those little kicks he gives, it just seems like sometimes the computer could like reach out and punch you way farther than he could kick.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Now, this next card is the Lunatic Fringe Dean Ambrose, and when I first saw this card, I liked it a lot. But I got to say, when I see one of these in the arena mode, I actually kind of worried. This is actually a tricky card to play against, and I'm starting to like it more and more. Now, you've played this card a lot more than I have.
Yeah, I love Dean Ambrose. That's definitely one of my top cards. I have Legendary 5, level 50, and just at that level, he could dominate, I would say, most of the level Legendary 7s.
I just like doing tap, 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 swipe. They get stunned and just kind of rinse, repeat. And I like doing that. But you do some other stuff with him.
He's really versatile. I would say one of the most flexible characters in the game. Recently, I've been doing this combo. It's 2 taps with the full 3 swipes. That
Hmm.
works pretty good. He does super and mega combo. Super combo would be swipe, tap, 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 swipe. And then the mega combo is just 2 swipes. Swipe, swipe, tap, 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 swipe.
Okay, so you swipe, swipe, then you go into the tap, 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 and then when it says to swipe, like up, down, left, right, you actually do it.
Yeah,
I
for the
got it.
last one, yeah.
Okay, so like that works on Roman Reigns also.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, and that usually works best after the computer has done like a signature move and you successfully blocked it. That's not what I've noticed. You got
Yeah, I think if for some reason it gives the action faster.
okay, another two cards that are really good, of course. John Cena, who's the superstar in the game. Did you see Trainwreck?
I haven't, but I've seen some of the commercials with his parts, and they look absolutely hilarious.
Oh my God, he has the funniest parts of the movie. I about fell out of my seat in the movie theater. It is so funny because they make fun of him. They totally make fun of him, and I'm
Yeah,
surprised they got him to do all that stuff. But
I know he seemed like such a good sport for
yeah, he was a good sport. I laughed the hardest in that movie. That
that.
part. Oh my God. I can't. It's definitely rated R, so I won't talk about it here. But I think everybody loves the Evolved John Cena. Tell me what you think about him.
Evolve John Cena is one I have maxed out. He's definitely one of my top cards for sure. Power that he has, that will to win ability, that's nuts. He gets to times 10, but times 5 is devastating.
Now you were telling me in like this last patch or the patches before, it changed with the healing.
Yeah, I noticed that before, if you healed him, his attack buff would disappear. Like you would have to wait till his health went back down in order to get the times 5, times 10. But what I've noticed in this one, I've gotten him down to times 5 before, and I swear I healed him up to like at least max health, and I was still doing like 7,000 damage with my light attacks.
Wow, because you telling me that you get like 10,000 damage out of him sometime.
Yeah, my critical attack that I get when he's at times 10, my most has been 22,000.
Holy moly, I've never seen anything anywhere near that. Like the highest I've seen is almost like 8,000 with Daniel Bryan involved. My evolved John Cena is not souped up. He's like a rare drop. 2% or something like that. John Cena and Evolved Randy Orton are the two that are like the most rare. And then Dashing Rogue. I was a little disappointed with the Dashing Rogue. I like the damage over the time, but the Mischievous Tactics, the good news about it is that it works always, whether
Yeah,
he's in
I
or out.
haven't noticed that though. I haven't really noticed the difference in healing. Is it with when they do the signature one, or is it like the
I was
ability?
getting to that. It doesn't affect gear cards. It just
Oh, I
affects
see.
like Big Show as ability is the only time I found it
Okay.
useful. So I was like, it's kind of like nothing like I thought it was going to be. It's almost useless because the gear cards is what the thing is everybody's worried about and what
Yeah,
makes it really
exactly.
hard. So I don't know if it's supposed to be that way, but that was like a huge disappointment that it didn't affect the gear cards. It does work on the Light and Big Show though, so and it works when he's tapped out. I don't know. I'll
Oh,
take.
that's yeah. I guess that's cool. I mean, they had to make something to combat that in Light and Big Show for sure.
Yeah, it's out of control in the arena. And I know you and I have made a plan to compete in the next 4-star gear card to get to the top 1%. Not that it's efficient or good use of time, just to do it. That's going to be a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be real fun. I'm pretty excited.
I'll make another series about it. All right, let's go to the Macho Man. Now, when we were talking earlier, you really liked the Renegade Macho Man, and I just thought this was like some useless card I wasn't even going to bother with.
Macho Man Renegade. Yeah, a lot of people overlook his ability spreading madness instead of like, well, he has the adrenaline drain for signature one already, but
Hmm.
this ability it drains from the entire team 15%. So that's really
Okay, so you use them like a secondary card, and then you just pop out signatures ones, and it takes out the other team.
yeah, like I'll notice like maybe the other two characters that are waiting, they'll have a bar already, so I'll just whip them out, throw that signature one, and then I won't even have to worry about any signatures for them.
Yeah, and Macho King, Macho Man, of course, not only has adrenaline drain, but his King subject is really good. 20% is huge. This is the single card I wish I had the most of, and you know what I'm going to say, Evolved Page. I
Yep.
mean, can we say enough about Evolved Page?
All you gotta really know is that she's the best card, period.
Yeah, it's just like I have like card envy when everybody says they have them like Legendary 7 or I go up against Legendary 7. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah,
She's
that's one you gotta save your coins for. That's worth it, I think, in my opinion.
I would say that, if I was going to start doing the 200K each, she would be the one I would do. And tell me why she's awesome.
Okay, well everybody knows, Paige is the best. She has the tap tap no swipe you could do for half hour, hour and a half, however long you need.
Yeah, it's an unblockable combo. Tap, 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 no swipe. Just goes on forever. She's got adrenaline drain. How
Yeah,
awesome is that?
just helps out so much too.
And high damage and easy to use. She's wearing a thong. She looks good. She's got some weird sunglasses, but that's about it.
Yeah, the sunglasses kill me.
What are those like the like Geordi from like Star Trek or something? I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I have her maxed out, and her second special does 69,000 damage.
Oh my god, that probably knocks out most characters. Most characters don't
Yeah,
have
and that's just
69.
her second. And like if you think about it, if you do her first signature, with her magical synergy, it just increases that 69,000 by 33%.
Oh my god.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
And that's without any buffs, ally buffs or anything like that.
Yeah, she's really, really good. I gotta tell you. Now, evolved Randy Orton. I haven't really paid a lot of attention to him, other than he's like the super rare card that everybody wants. You can't buy him in the store. You can only get him out of packs. He probably has like a 2% drop rate. I've opened probably 100 packs, and I have like two of them. He seems good though. Stun, poison, high damage. Got the Legend Killer ability, but I just don't have enough of him.
Yeah, I don't have enough of them either. That's the card I really wish I had a lot of.
I mean, the only way you could get him is just, I don't know, by
Luck,
thousands.
pure
Yeah,
luck.
luck or spend $10 for each one. I don't even know if that's even available anymore, but when it
Yeah,
was,
I think it is. I see it right here in the store, the starter pack for $10.
okay.
So $70, you got yourself a maxed out Randy Orton.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess somebody would do it, right? That's the one
uh,
card, right?
yeah.
All right, now this is my best card in the game right now. Hounds of Justice, Roman Reigns. The cool thing about this card is it's a common in the 75K booster pack, so it's really easy to get. He's easily my best card. I mean, he's just easy to use, high damage, he's really fast, and I just do tap, 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 swipe, and it does more damage than doing heavies, and his energy bar builds up so quickly, and he's just really good. And you were talking about the heavy tap, 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 swipe, which is like the super combo for him. I don't know. He's like the best common card in the game. You like him too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I was saying earlier about the versatile cards like Dean Ambrose, I would say he's up there in the small pool of like I would say top three cards. He could strike so fast. He could do different combos, a lot more combos than any other character in the game.
Yeah, I think if I was a new player, this is be my go-to card to develop the most and build him out and try to get more of, definitely. And he's easy to get.
Yeah, his drop rate is a lot better than most cards for sure.
Yeah, there's just a couple cards like that, like him, Trish, Necromancer, the Giant Big Show, and the No 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 Daniel Bryan seem to pop up all the time. Like almost everybody gets those pretty quickly. Now, this next card is the Warrior Queen, Stephanie McMahon. I don't really use her that much. She just seems like a novelty thing with the Queen's inspiration. What do you think about her?
Her ability is awesome. She's really good if you're trying to find like a good heal card. Her light attacks, I'd say, are pretty weak, pretty lame. I would just go with the heavy. Her heavy attacks are pretty good, I'd tell you that.
Okay. Yeah, so she's not like a superstar. I mean, the Queen's inspiration is always useful to start off the battle with a bar, but I don't know. I mean, she looks better than the business suit, that's for sure, with a sword.
Yeah, she'd probably be only good with like the right gear cards, but if we're not talking about any gear cards, she's not that great.
Yeah.
Just her ability to start off with a bar, that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And then this is another card, and you said you don't even have one of these, the Stone Cold Gold.
Yeah, I
Uh,
don't own one card.
yeah, other than he's high health, and I actually don't like his third special. I just don't like that animation. That kind of makes me just not like him. What do you need a beer truck for, man? To
Yeah, right.
spray water on somebody. It's really. I mean, there's a lot of funny things, and then, but I don't know. It's just I don't get it. High health. That's all I could say. Maybe a healer card. Now, you turned me on to this Triple H combo, which everybody likes Triple H. Both of them are really good. Skull King, I like his special ability. It's really annoying with your tapping in and then you take that poison damage. But
Yeah, the Flames of Fear.
yeah, if you get them into the corner and you do that staggered heavy attack, it's like a permanent combo. You just can pin them down like the cane, but you have to time it right.
Yeah, you could just start wailing on your opponent with his heavy attack. With the right gear cards, you could be doing like 5,000 damage every hit.
Yeah, and he's got huge stats, like good stats. Like I think probably up there with Brock's stats, right? I mean, they're just really high.
Well, I have a maxed out Skull King. His attack is 35k and his health is
Oh,
54.
oh wow. So yeah, they're really good. Triple H is a very good card.
I mean, his secondary is pretty weak, but his finisher is really strong. It does 86,000 damage. He's a good, solid card.
Yeah, 86,000. That's way up there. That's for sure.
Yeah, probably like in that small pool of top three.
Okay. And this next card, Trish Stratus, I've played with her a lot. You told me you haven't really played with her a lot.
Yeah, I never really cared much for her. I always disliked the card just on the fact the way she like strikes and whatnot.
Yeah,
I don't really like the way that goes. She could be a lot better, I think.
I've played with her a lot, and I can say I was forced to play with her. She was like my best card for a long time. Like I duplicated her earlier, and she's not the best. I just do heavy, heavy, heavy with her, and then if the computer has no energy, like no signature loaded, I can do tap, 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 no swipe until they get a bar filled up, and then I go over to heavies, and then you can do like a heavy swipe combo on like Triple H, Big E, and Macho Man, kind of like the Kane heavy swipe, and that can wipe through people. But overall, she's just kind of ordinary. I mean, she's good. She's kind of fast, but she's not slow and clunky like Big Show or Necromancer. But I don't know. There's a lot of other better cards. Okay, Jungle Ultimate Warrior. I gotta say, this intimidation ability, when Ultimate Warrior tags in, disables his opponent's passive for 10 seconds, I think that's gonna get more useful as the game goes on. I mean, it's already very useful against like Big Show, Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt, Mad Scientist, both the Bray Wyatts. And you have him pretty much maxed out, and he's a beast, right?
Oh yeah, he does 36k damage at maxed out, 50,000 health. His his finisher does 90,000 damage.
My goodness, 90,000. That's huge.
That's nuts, yeah. And I have his secondary only halfway upgraded, his second signature, and that wipes out people. That does 42,000 damage.
Now, with the Jungle Ultimate Warrior, do you have any troubles with that dual Big Show in the arena?
No, when I have a team of Ultimate Warrior and two other maxed out cards, and I hardly have any trouble going through dual Big Show matches.
And then the last card before we talk about our best cards and our cards we wish we had, or our God team, Necromancer Undertaker. He's kind of clunky and he has a lot of health. but there are some tricks to him. I mean, I didn't like him a lot. I just thought he was kind of awkward. But the more I play with him now, I kind of like that his damage ramps up. He has high health. If you get them into the corner, you can pin them with tap, 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 no swipe on that invisible wall. His second special does adrenaline drain, but his damage is not that good. I mean, he's a good support card. I don't know. He's okay.
Yeah, I would say he would be a healer. And you actually are the one who turned me on to the adrenaline drain. I didn't know he had that in his second signature. That's pretty cool. That makes me look at him a little differently. And with that trap, tap tap, you trap him in the back with a tap
Yeah.
tap.
If you get him
That's
pinned in
pretty
the
good. I didn't know that either. That's really helpful too. And like you said, his damage ramps up. So with the right gear cards, he could be like a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, with the adrenaline drain and being able to pin somebody in the corner and do the tap 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 no swipe against that invisible wall, it made him going from like a card that I hated to like, oh, that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? He's all right. All
Yeah,
right.
I actually never cared for him, and then recently I started using them.
Yeah, I've gotten into him more lately. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is what are your three best cards? Three best cards that you own. And then we'll just do God Team after that. Like which cards, even if it's a card you have or card that you want. What's your best team right now?
Okay, my best team I would say would have to be my strongest cards. I would go with Evolved Page, of course.
Yes.
I would go with Skull King Triple H, and I would go with Jungle Ultimate Warrior.
Very cool. Those are all really good cards. I got to tell you, I would love to have all three of those. My best three cards just happen to be Roman Reigns, which I recommend anybody trying to get as quickly as possible. Brock Lesnar, and just by default would be Trish Stratus. All right, now who would be your God team?
I would say Team Evolved. That would be Randy Orton maxed out, Paige Evolved, and John Cena Evolved.
Oh wow, so you go all involved?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Team Evolved.
Oh wow, that sounds really good. I will agree on two of the three of those. I think I would definitely do Evolved Page's best card that I don't have and I would want. And I think I would do Evolve John Cena. But in that third slot for me, I think I would take Dean Ambrose.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, Dean Ambrose maxed out would be nuts for sure, especially with
Yeah.
that Lunatic Rage.
Well, that's awesome. I can't wait to having some friendly competition here in this next online session where we're going to get the next 4-star gear card. I just want to place in the top 1% to say I did it. Check out Blind's channel. I put the link down in the description, and thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I had a great time.
Me too. And as always, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.